Yo guys, what's up? This is going to be a start of a new series that we're doing, documenting this bulking phase that I'm going through right now. So we're eating 3,200 calories per day to start this off. This is week 1 of the training program, and we're going to ramp up calories slowly as we increase training volume. So training volume is going to increase up until week 3. Then we're going to do a little reset where we dip back down to almost week 1 levels and then start it again from week 1 to week 6. Today is day 1 and we're going to do close grip bench, weighted chin-ups, dumbbell overhead press, leg curls, and ab rollouts. So I'll record all these sets, we'll make a little video out of it, and I'll do my best to make weekly recaps of all this and kind of summarize week by week as we go. By the way, I had to rock the Shaq Diesel shirt today because I'm a huge fan of his rap album.
Wanna fight, come fight me. I hit you with the wow. See?
Damn, you can never go wrong with some Shaq Diesel, man. Get fucking pumped up, listen to some Shaq. My man rhymes like no other, dude. Alright, anyways, so right now we're doing some close grip bench press here with a little bit of a pause to it. So like I said, first week here, first week back on the training block and starting off light. So mainly working with like lighter weights and higher reps right now, keeping the RIR far away from failure. So like RIR 4, RPE 6, same thing. So here's some weighted chin-ups. I started to get some like slight pain in my left forearm, which I'm kind of keeping an eye on. I'm worried that I might have to swap these out for, I don't know, probably pull-ups and see how they feel. That'd be best case scenario, so we'll just roll with it for now. Some seated dumbbell OHP. I'm kind of doing that just, you know, as a variation to barbell overhead pressing. This is my, I'm doing 3 pressing movements per week, 2 barbell pressing and 1 dumbbell here. So the dumbbells for higher reps. So band leg curls are kind of like my best option for a hamstring isolation movement right now. I don't want to do like RDLs or anything because they're just too taxing, and this is the only thing I can do.
Always buckle up. Let's fucking rock and roll, baby.
So ab rollouts, by far my favorite ab exercise. I think it works awesome. If you're not doing ab rollouts and you want to do an ab isolation movement, I highly recommend them. You can do them kneeling if you can't do them standing, or if you just want to add more weight, you can definitely do it with a backpack too, with weight in it.
So this is what I'm using for my deficit platform here. Pretty much makes up for the handles and more. I think it's about 4 or 5 inches, something like that.
Alright, so deficit trap bar deadlifts. I like to start off with a harder movement towards the beginning of a training cycle, especially for deadlifts, like a longer range of motion. I definitely am slower off the floor, and I can lock out pretty much anything as long as I can get it near my knees. So I think this is going to have good carryover, but I have to lighten the load so much that it's actually insane. My quads are pretty much always my weaker link, so I'm also always trying to build those up, and that's a good movement. So pause squats here with the SSB. I've kind of just been sticking with the safety squat bar for a while. I've really got sick of front squatting because I did that all last year, and I want to do something more quad focused, and I didn't feel like doing high bar squats, so this is kind of a good you know, intermediate between high bar squats and front squats. It's a great movement. Pendlay rows, another great back compound movement. Not necessarily my favorite, you know, there's a time and a place, but this has good carryover to deadlifts in my opinion, and I'm kind of using it as an adjunct to the weighted chin-ups too. And I forgot to film dumbbell curls, but those are pretty straightforward anyways, a lot of high reps there. Alright, so some barbell overhead pressing here. I think everything felt pretty good with these. Left shoulder feels like a tiny bit janky, but not terrible. I usually feel it more with barbell than dumbbell, but no problem, nothing worth like stopping the movement over yet. So dumbbell benching, I'm using this as more of like a pec, kind of like feel the pec work kind of variation, more of like a pump. So just keeping it light, really focusing on making my chest do most of the work here. So I actually backed down the weight a little bit just to get higher reps, just because we are starting so light. Lever belt squats is a great variation for like quad hypertrophy. I really hate doing single leg stuff, honestly, even though it can be great and definitely has a time and a place too. But these are one of my favorites because you get out a lot of high reps, you know, quickly. You can do both legs at the same time, but you definitely feel crazy burn here. And then I forgot to film these, but also pretty straightforward dumbbell tricep extensions, higher reps, not the most exciting. And then another variation here on the deficit deadlifts. I have a slight pause at the bottom for even more tension towards the bottom of the movement, really focusing on staying tight, and hopefully that'll transfer over to being a little more explosive off the ground. This is really a great movement for me personally that has trouble off the ground. And I think when I switch back to regular high handle trap bar deadlifts, there's going to be a good carryover. At least I hope so. And close grip bench press here again. I'm sticking with close grip towards the beginning of this training cycle. A little more, you know, like a longer range of motion, a little more emphasis on the triceps, which is always a good part of the movement for me to focus on, because, you know, triceps are always kind of a weaker point in the bench press for me, and for most people too. It's, you slow down towards the lockout usually, or in the middle. So weighted chin-ups, just more of them, higher rep range this day. So I'm only using 20 extra pounds. It's crazy how much a little bit of weight adds up on these though, if you're going in higher reps. I was definitely feeling a crazy pump after these. And then again, another day of ab rollouts. Ab isolation movements, I absolutely swear by them if you do not have good ab development. Ab rollouts are amazing. So more SSB squats here, higher rep day, and everything felt you know, pretty good with these again. No big deal. Higher reps obviously fucking suck sometimes, but my cardio is pretty good, and this is a lightweight, and the RP is so low that it's not really a big deal. Honestly, I'm just so eager to get back into heavier weights already, even after just this first week. So there's a lot of room to move up in weight here too, which is going to be cool. Another day of barbell OHP. You know, it was a little hotter on this day, so I had to go ahead and pop the old t-shirt off, you know, work up a little sweat, and yeah, nothing really crazy here. Lightweight still, obviously, like the rest of the week. I think overhead pressing is like the best compound movement you could possibly do for your shoulders. And some dumbbell rows to kind of wrap up this day here. So just 3 sets of 12 to 20 rep range at RPE 7, keeping the weight really light, and just really trying to focus on feeling my back work more. This is more of like a hypertrophy movement for me. And upright rows here. I think upright rows are also an amazing adjunct to overhead pressing, just bringing your shoulders up more. It hits all heads of the delts pretty nicely. And just a little physique update here. So at the beginning, this is 180 pounds body weight that I am right now, and we're going to get nice and fluffy towards the end here.